Once upon a time, in a quiet little house on the edge of a village, lived Tomu the cat. Proud, fluffy, and slightly lazy. He ruled the house like a king and believed it was his royal duty to keep all rats away. But deep under the bed, behind the boxes, lived Ricky the rat. Clever, tiny, and full of energy. Every night, when everyone was asleep, Ricky sneaked into the living room and stole crumbs, cookies, and sometimes even a bit of cheese from the fridge. One night, while Ricky was dragging a slice of bread across the floor, he sneezed loudly. Achoo! Tomu's ears twitched. The cat slowly opened one eye. "Who dares to disturb my royal nap?" he growled. Ricky froze mid-step, still holding the bread. In the dim light, their eyes met. Cat and rat, both wide awake. Tomu hissed and leapt off the couch. Ricky dropped the bread and ran. The chase began, under the table, over the rug, around the chair legs. But just as Tomu was about to pounce, he slipped on a soft pillow that had fallen from the sofa and thump landed face first. The pillow exploded in a puff of feathers. Ricky squeaked with laughter. Oh, the mighty hunter defeated by a pillow. That insult burned in Tomu's furry heart. He decided right then, this was war.
The next morning, Tomu sat by the window, pretending to nap. But in his mind, he was making a plan. If that little rat wants to laugh, he thought, I'll give him a real show tonight. He gathered every pillow in the house. Big ones, soft ones, even the owner's favorite heart-shaped one, and stacked them in a huge pile in the middle of the living room. Then he hid behind the curtains with a mischievous grin. Night fell again. Ricky crept out from his hole, humming a tune. When he saw the mountain of pillows, he blinked. What in the cheese world is this? He wondered. He poked one pillow, soft. He jumped on another, squishy. Then suddenly, bam! A pillow flew across the room and hit him square in the face. Tomu leapt out laughing, swinging another pillow like a sword. Take that, little thief! Ricky ducked, grabbed a smaller pillow, and threw it right back. Puff! Feathers filled the air. Soon, the living room became a storm of flying pillows and laughter. Feathers floated everywhere, like snow in a fluffy blizzard. But in all that chaos, Tomu tripped over a blanket, rolled across the floor, and crashed into the fishbowl. Splash! Ricky gasped, then burst out laughing again. Looks like you need a towel, mighty hunter. Tomu groaned, dripping wet. This was definitely not how he planned it.
The sound of the fishbowl crash woke up the house owner, a kind old lady named Grandma Nita. She opened the door and gasped. My pillows! My living room! My poor goldfish! Tomu froze. Ricky hid behind a torn cushion. Grandma crossed her arms. Who did this? She demanded. Tomu quickly pointed a paw toward the hole. Ricky squeaked and pointed his tail toward the cat. Grandma sighed. That's it. You two clean this up. Together. The cat and rat stared at each other, horrified. But under Grandma's sharp eyes, they started picking up feathers, stacking pillows, and wiping the floor. At first, they worked in silence, but soon Tomu sneezed. Achoo! Feathers flew again, landing right on Ricky's head. Ricky tried not to laugh. Then Tomu slipped again, this time on purpose, and made a funny face. Ricky giggled. Soon they were laughing, tossing feathers gently instead of fighting. Even Grandma couldn't help smiling. By the time the sun rose, the living room was spotless, and Tomu and Ricky were lying on the couch, tired but happy.
The next evening, something strange happened. Ricky came out of his hole carrying a tiny pillow, made from a piece of cloth and some cotton he found under the bed. He placed it beside Tomu's paw and said, "Truce?" Tomu blinked, surprised. Then he smiled. "Truce," he said, giving Ricky a gentle tap on the head. From that day, every night they shared the same cozy couch, one on the left, one on the right. Sometimes they even had friendly pillow fights, but only for fun. They became the best of frenemies, a cat and a rat who once battled for pride but ended up as partners in laughter. And if you ever walk by Grandma Nita's house late at night, you might still hear giggles, thumps, and the soft sound of feathers falling, because somewhere inside, the great pillow fight never truly ended.